Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper. Guys, in this video, before I even get started, I have to say I think I've found me a film spot for to enjoy for at least a couple months for the fall before it gets really cold out here, because it is so pleasant now to sit on the back porch and just communicate with everybody. I just love being outdoors, and I think I found me a spot. But with that said, the other day when I made the P. Diddy video, I had not got to the bottom of the matter yet. And like, what is the distraction? And I'll be darned if I didn't find it like just a matter of hours later after I done that video with you guys. Is that it's the United Nations Pact for the Future. So I guess the World Health Organization couldn't get their freaking New World Order Satan Incorporated digital ID thing in, and I almost said that, the stab thingamajiggy that I can't speak on because I get banned in YouTube land or my content deleted that's continuing to stack up in my email folder. They wanted to get that all underway, right? So, long and short of it, I got to looking into it, and there's this Pact for the Future thing. So, of course, you got to make sure all your what's the right word? Pokes are up to date, and you've got to make sure that you're in compliance with the digital ID and the whole New World Order. And if you don't comply, they can turn your banking off. And then, like the social credit score thing in China, if you don't comply over there in China Mart, then you can't ride the subway train. You can't go to certain places. You can't participate in certain venues, blah, blah, blah. You can't even buy and sell. They shut your mess off, right? So, they want that worldwide. And so it's all boxed and packaged with a bow on top of it. And I guess they signed off on it in New York the other day. And the countries that get called terrorists, Iran and Russia, shout out to y'all, bros. Because they didn't want to sign off on this nonsense. And furthermore, I cannot wait for BRICS to get going. Listen, to anybody that's in BRICS, as an American, when you get BRICS going, you hit Brother Luke up, because I want to drop off my wallet with you and start getting some gold back money. All right? So you let me know, because what I'll do is I'll print crappy, or I'll use the printed crappy fiat US dollars I get here for doing off-grid work and stuff for people, and I'll keep mine in crypto using the sun and free energy here, and I'll transfer that over what I can to actual gold-backed dollars and actual gold and silver. I'm on that train now myself. So you just all y'all hit me up, man. I'm ready to jump ship with you too. And it ain't that I don't want to be patriotic to my country. We're here in the center of the New World Order. So now that we know what the distraction is with P. Diddy, we're, in the motions now of the foundation of the New World Order. So, like the foundation's been laid in this country long ago, Patriot Act, crazy stuff like that, militarization of our police, the decadence of our society, the stupidization of our society, and the dumbing down of our youth coming up. So we're about 2.5 generations deep now, where people's just brain numb zombies. And let's not even get in the point, the part where that they don't love the Most High Y'all. That's a whole nother conversation. Today we gonna kind of touch on scriptural things, but I'm just kind of in like a world paradigm at the moment. So this pact has been passed, and now it's up to all the countries participating, and that is a member of the countries of the United Nations, to get the show on the road. And of course it was done in New York, which there's a place in New York called Babylon, right? So I mean, like, United Nations headquarters in New York, they got the show on the road the other day. So now you're left with a situation that the solidification, man, the wind off the storm today has been wild, guys. Lots of trees down. Newport got flooded today. The Walters Dam or whatever, they thought it burst, but apparently it just overflowed over the top, and a lot of people flooded out. Definitely pray for them. It's a mess, but it's flooded here in places on the farm too. But anyway, that situation is in motion now, and so there's no avoiding this. Okay, things will eventually play out, and these elitists, these non-elected officials, I think I'm going to have like a keffa or people know him as Peter in English. You know, I think I'm going to have a Peter moment here because my character has not been fully perfected yet, I would say, is that I just want to say to the New World Order that you all bend the knee, you all worship Satan, you all drink blood of infants, and you drink this, adrenochrome, and you sacrifice to demons, and all this nonsense you do, and you hate people like me. Please know that when you go to bed at night and you close your eyes, Luke hates you too. I hate your wicked ass. I ain't about this stuff. I am not going to participate in this paradigm. Y'all think that us calm, peaceful, would be passive people will not wake up one day, snap, and become a Frank Castle and do things you never thought would be done. You are crazy. You are crazy because you have no idea what some of us people are capable of. And I furthermore would just say to the New World Order that you try to do certain things to my little children, force things into their body, force them to do things to participate in this New World Order, you definitely will, you better find comfort in the place of demons, because I'm telling you what, Lucas Cameron, when the darkness of night comes down, you want to talk about, what is that movie? Liam Neeson, Walk Among the Tombstones? Yeah, this will be Walk Among the Demons, starring Lucas Cameron, because you think that the demons are bad. You wait until you set the right Torah observant people off and tell them that it's life or death, or they're going to participate in New World Order. Let me help you something, bro. I didn't participate in 2019. I didn't participate in 2020. Matter of fact, it was a bang-up year for me off grid. I went and done stuff when I wasn't supposed to, and I still made money. 2021 was a pretty bang-up year. 22, 23, 24, and 25 is looking really promising. And I'm going to tell you what I ain't going to participate on until the kingdom comes. So, to hell with you all and your New World Order. Okay? I hope Most High Y'all comes and barbecues every freaking one of y'all. And I hope that I am forgiven, saved, counted worthy to life, and get to watch the whole show. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you think that you've seen anything yet. You ain't seen nothing until after November 7th election, because after election, if things don't get wild there, you give it about 6 months with this Pact for the Future crap, the 2030 agenda that's all nice packaged in it too and everything. You just wait. It is coming, baby. And they're going to start rolling this stuff out, because I'm going to tell you, reason I say just give it 6 months is because if you look since 2019 to now, the velocity that they've went at it, the velocity that they have attacked humanity, the velocity at which they have diminished the white man, especially, and like all of us working class people in America, and especially like the white people, they have so diminished us, just our ethnic alone. And I want to touch on that just a second, because for example, it's okay to be any race in this country except for white folk. All right, we're the scourge of the earth now. It don't matter that I'm a son of a foreigner come in, never participated in slavery, blah, 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 blah. Like, they've exploited the white man as long as they can, so we're scourge of the earth. They've exploited the black man as long as they can. They're currently working with the Hispanic community, exploiting them. I don't know who's next. I mean, the Chinese, I guess they exploited in the 1800s, the Asian people. So I don't know. We're running out of ethnics to be exploited in this world. But I mean, I know right now, if I started a TV show or a TV channel and it was called the White Entertainment Network, people would lose their freaking mind. It could be the Chinese Entertainment Network. It can be BET TV. It can be anything else, but it can't be that, right? So, because just the fact that I woke up white, I'm a racist, apparently. Because I woke up a white guy, I'm supposed to be the plight. I'm straight. I'm straight. I support straight life and polygyny, right? Man having multiple wives and creating a whole host of children. So I fit that paradigm, right? But I'm white. I'm straight. I support a monogamous marriage and polygyny. I support freedom. I hit all these tenets that the New World Order wants the masses not to subscribe to. So there's that whole segment that I don't fit in the cube, like the square peg going in the round hole. Don't fit. And then I'm also not for the New World Order, period. So anybody else that's not white, that is of any other ethnic in the world, that is anti-New World Order, guess what? You're not welcome. I'm especially not welcome, but you're not welcome. Now, everybody else that'll be in the NEAT, and you're all for, any crazy sexual orientation, like I'm seeing people failing tests in school where that they're like, if you don't mark, yes, there's other, sexual orientations like non-binary and all this other stuff, then you're failing tests, where that they've always been male and female. And an interesting thing I learned is that in like coding, I guess, in their body and DNA level, and this is way above Lucas's pay grade, but apparently like, you're either on binary, you're like a 1 or a 0, male or female, but non-binary is when you step outside of that. And another thing they pointed out too is that people that participated in a certain act that started in 2019 that's ran through, multiple things has happened with that. People have developed terrible things happening in their body. There is this random wild cancer that's going on rampant throughout the world that's happening in 20 and 30 year olds, I think it's right now. And they're taking a meter that apparently measures binary activity, and they're going to grave sites, and they'll hold it away from the grave site and nothing goes on. They'll hold it over toward the grave site, and all of a sudden it's reading binary, which means that there is certain things that was in people's body that's giving off that signal, apparently. So, I mean, guys, I could just go and go and go, but this has just been the start of baking the cake. Like, we ain't to the icing on the cake, we ain't to the candles, we ain't to the nice little, the little thing you put the nipples on the squeeze bag and you put the sugar coating around. Baby, we ain't even close to that yet, to that insanity. And, and then I could keep going. The weather modification, the collapse in the money, the whole works. Like, every single thing on this tactical map of the New World Order are working toward it. And I just hate it. I wish the Most High would just come on down, kill them all. But, I mean, I've got to wait this out. Just like I said the other day. I got to wait it out. And I know this is like one of the most brutal videos I've ever made on the YouTube channel. And I've thought about it. I'm like, I've held my tongue. I've very quietly refrained myself in the background. I've always spoken parables. I've always done this stuff. But, man, I just feel like blunt force trauma anymore. I'm over it all, guys. I'm just so sick and tired of it all. I know there's a day coming where that I just don't see any way around it, where that I'm going to be on the outs with the paradigm that I'm at, and this world government that's coming and everything. I don't fit in. I mean, I don't fit in. Matter of fact, I don't fit in so badly that used to I was invisible. I was just invisible. Anywhere I go, whatever I done, wherever I went. But nowadays, like, I am massively to the point where everywhere I go, I'm like, I can't even just be invisible in the room. It's like, he wears seats. What's the deal with you, bro? Why are you always missing from work? You take Sabbath off and like some, wild calendar. Bro, why do you not eat that? Bro, why can't you just go over here and go to the doctor and take this? Because, it's protecting the rest of us. Don't you understand that you not doing this is causing the rest of us to possibly, something happen to us and blah, 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 blah. Like, there's just always this noise to conform to this new paradigm that we're moving toward. And I just see so many people bend to the knee, and I'm like, what the flip is wrong with you all? My wife says that I get angry a lot. I'm angry a lot. I'm like, I'm not angry. Let me tell you, I'm not angry yet. What I am at right now almost is a point of indifference. People say that like love and hate is the two most powerful emotions, apparently. But I would argue that indifference is the most powerful emotion, because you have moved so far past feeling that you neither love something or hate something. You are just completely indifferent to it. And that is the point that I have arrived at in this world, that I am so indifferent to the world that I live in. I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to be here. I mean, tomorrow, the only reason I want to be here is to see Scripture play out. Otherwise, if I could call in a nine line right now and be like, yeah, could somebody just please send one of the chariots from the heavens above, and I'd like a pickup here, I would do like a DoorDash instantly and get the flip up out of this place, right? But it don't work like that, right? But I'm just saying, like, I would literally exit ramp this place outside of just watching the scripture play out, because I swear, like, the last caveat I drop in this is that, like, apparently, and I brought this up before, but I used to volunteer through CERT, for FEMA. I've mentioned it many times on this channel, but apparently somebody brought it up to me the other day, and I got to go verify this out. I got you the Pact of America thing, verified something was going on in the background of P. Diddy. I'll figure this other part out. Men always say that. We'll just figure it out. No matter how bad things get, men's like, we'll just figure it out. But feminism, they won't push feminism, but, I don't never hear in the feminist community people being saying, I'll figure it out. When World War III starts, I know where most of the feminists going to be. They're going to be in the kitchen, or they're going to be on some websites looking for a strong man is what they're going to be doing at that point. But anyway, to get back on track, because I know I have a lot of thoughts swirling in my head today. This Pact of America thing has me very upset, as if it's not obvious, and I'm probably going to be upset for a while, because I'm constantly readjusting, figuring my life out around the New World Order, and I know eventually there's going to come a point where I'm not going to be figuring out. I'm going to be, blunt force trauma, dealing with this crap face on, like you all are too. And you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to bend the knee or not? And it's obviously no. I'm not going to bend the knee like 3 Hebrew children, Like, the hell with y'all is probably how they felt, and that's the same way I feel about it too. And Father, please forgive me. I'm not trying to curse on here, guys. These are wicked-ass people, and they can go to hell if they don't want to commit to serving the Most High Yah and ask forgiveness for their sins. I'm serious. Like, they obviously have chose their path. And I just don't see why that we need to be friends with them. You know what I'm saying? When the Hebrews went into land of Israel and they were cleaning out giants, I don't think they all wanted to sit down at the table and figure out if they want to be buddies anymore. These people ain't my friends, all right? Not today, not tomorrow, not evermore. So this guillotine thing, apparently in Alabama, a long time ago, it was proposed, that people on death row to get their head lopped off, because the harvesting of organs obviously would finance and make money for Alabama. And I believe it was Alabama, okay? Pretty sure it was one of the southern states, and it was Alabama. I'm 99-ish% confident. And so, anyway, long and short of it, FEMA's like the biggest purchaser of them, and I cannot think of the name of the guillotine company. It eludes me. I've showed the pictures of it before on a live stream, I know, on a long time ago. But anyway, that's irrelevant. Apparently, they purchased a ton of these. Now, they also bought tons of Rubbermaid tubs and etc. things in the past. People showed videos of those stored and warehoused out in fields and stuff. But, I know that, the being beheaded for the witness of Messiah, you got to understand that the Messiah that the world teaches, the Messiah the church teaches, last thing I'll put on this video, is not the Messiah I know. It's not the Messiah I know. All that's preached is love and acceptance and blah, blah, blah. And the Messiah I know is a sword and judgment and a coming king and a correction to this world. I just don't know that guy. I just do not know this white, long-haired Caesar Bogoris, or whatever his last name was, Roman Catholic, fake, pagan, satanic lie that's hanging on every church house wall and on every cross when he was put on a stake, not on a cross. That's another conversation. I know this melanated son of the king, Yahushua HaMashiach, the Messiah, Yahushua the Messiah, right? I know him, and I know that he came and taught to keep the Torah and worship the king, and as an emissary on behalf of the kingdom, because in Eastern culture, because we live in crazy freaking Western culture that's completely decadent at this point. So Eastern culture, if I sent my son as an emissary on behalf of the kingdom, he was to be received as if I was the king standing there. So when Messiah spoke with authority, he was speaking on behalf, pretty much like diplomats speak on behalf of a country, right? But people just don't seem to understand and hear that message. And so, as I said, your Savior is not my Savior. All right, just FYI to many people out here in Christendom. I don't know that guy. But now I do know of a melanated, dark-skinned Hebrew Israelite named Yahushua that died so that the world could have salvation, right? Sorry, guys. I think, there we go. Hope that didn't blur that out. I know that. I know him. So, this New World Order definitely does not like him. I promise you that. Now, the one the world teaches, I think Christendom can get with the New World Order. I'm pretty sure they'll roll right over for it. But the true Hebrew Israelite Messiah, now that one that I know and serve, I don't think he's down for this nonsense either, guys. Just saying. Not to speak on his behalf, but I kind of see what he told us to do his Father's will, and that don't line up with the tenets of the New World Order. So this pact for the future BS nonsense can, burn in the pit for as far as I'm concerned, because I'm telling you what, when the Master comes back and judges these people, oh, bro, I just almost can't wait, because I'm going to tell you, on the exit ramp here, I may not be counted worthy to life, but I'll tell you this, I'll bend the knee to the King and ask for forgiveness and worship him and do his will. I'm telling you what, these jokers that's run this New World Order, man, y'all going to run for the hills and hide in the rocks and cry from the fall upon you like it seems, because it is coming, baby. It is coming, and every passing day, these laws and all this crazy stuff that gets done is further proof of how close we are. So, guys, make sure to check out the links in the new stuff in the video description below. It did get passed the other day. There was friction. The people in bricks were not for this. It's getting wild out here. So, guys, as always, till we see you again here at 7 Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope the Most High Yah baruch you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, show you favor, and give you shalom, my friends. In Yahushua's name.